Across all traditions are walking out to meet us on this sacred ground. Here at the Centennial Flame, our assembly has gathered, waiting to receive the Sangha. This profound convergence carries the core values of Buddhism: universal compassion, inclusion, and inner peace. From the halls of government directly to the people, embedding these blessings into the permanent fabric of Canadian society. Let us welcome our venerable monastics and dignitaries with our deepest respect. Round of applause, everyone, please. We now officially open the Buddha bathing ceremony of this national gathering, celebrating Canadian Buddhist Heritage Month. Today, we anchor the wisdom of the Dharma on this landmark ground. We will now hear from the co-chairs of our organizing committee. First, please welcome Songdok Rinpoche, chairperson and founder of the National Gathering Initiative and abbot of Songdok Monastery, Canada.
Buddha Dhamman Sangha. Respect Buddhist monastic and many Buddhist followers and the medias and MPs. So good afternoon. Members of the media, today's Parliamentary Hill, the Canadian Buddhist community has officially opened historic new chapter in our nation's multicultural legacy. Standing here today on behalf of the organizing committee representing to the UNIFIT or a voice of more than 50,000 Canadian Buddhist monastery Buddhism. We are here to champion and Vital Vasik initiative to call on the Parliament of Canada to officially legislating May is Canadian Buddhist Heritage Month. A formal recognizing that are standing in for equality with other celebrate cultural heritage month in this country. Today, history was made it. For the very first time in the Canadian history, the sacred relics of the Buddha have entered in the hall of the Parliament. Along with this historic milestone, it is a profound honor to introduce Honorable Bhikkhu Panakala, who has joined just concluded and extended to 2,300 miles peace work from Texas to join us unity representative from very province and tradition in an important national gathering in an area defined by repeated chance and social anxiety. What we present today before the continuity film is not as closed religions, rituals, but in open civic introduction. This initiative is not equipped for separate province. It is the declaration of the represented responsibility. I am now pleased to take your question alongside member of our organization committee and Honorable Vanakanara, who can share more about the historic 2,300-mile journey. Thank you, and all of respect to all of the Dhamma Sanghas, come from different countries, United States, some from New York, Boston, Seattle, and our national countries. The monastery come from Calgary, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. So all the Buddhist monastic, they are our responsibility come to join the national place to Ottawa. So they all, we all follows the Buddha, many traditions. That is very important. We are the one Buddha, many traditions, student of the Buddha. We all respect to all the traditions. Then we can share the love, share the compassion to other such beings. So thank you so much, and then our invitation to you, and Honorable Panakara. Thank you.
Committee and President of the Buddhist Association of Canada.
Honorable members of Parliament, most valuable masters, Sangha members, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Buddhist Association of Canada, Zaishan Temple, I sincerely thank you for the opportunity to gather here on Parliament Hill for this Canadian Buddhist Heritage Month National Gathering. We come together during the month of Visakha when Buddhists around the world commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and parinirvana of the Buddha. Today is more than a gathering. It is a coming together of a Buddhist community across Canada, representing many cultures and traditions, united the harmony and respect. We are deeply encouraged to see Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana traditions standing together in unity. Together, we respectfully advocate for the recognition of the May as a Canadian Buddhist Heritage Month and the federal level. Seeing communities gather here from coast to coast reminds us that this vision is both meaningful and possible. Since 1968, the Buddhist Association of Canada has contributed toward society through education, social services, and interfaith dialogue, helping strengthen Canada's multicultural fabric. At its heart, Buddhism teachings compassion, mindfulness, wisdom, and respect for all beings. These values are deeply needed in today's world. May wisdom guide us, may compassion unite us, and may peace be with all. Thank you. 阿弥陀佛，福大吉祥。Thank you.
Thank you, Master Dai, co-chair of the committee and abbess of the Fo Guang Shan Temple of Toronto.
Thank you, and good afternoon. Respected distinguished guests, venerables, community leaders, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful day. And actually this means a lot to us as a Buddhist that can gather for this national gathering for the Buddhist Heritage Month. Today, we gathered here on the Parliament Hill for the bathing of the Buddha ceremony, a tradition that has been practiced by Buddhists for over 2,000 years to commemorate the birth of the Buddha. So according to the Buddhist traditions, when Prince Siddhartha was born, 9 dragons appeared and bathed the baby Buddha with pure water. And today, we continue this ceremony not merely as a ritual, but as a reminder to purify our minds and awaken our inner wisdom and compassion. So when we pour the water over the statue of the Buddha, we are also reflecting on ourselves, washing away greed, anger, prejudice, fear, and ignorance, while nurturing kindness, understanding, gratitude, and peace within our heart. At a time when the world is experiencing conflict, divisions, and uncertainty, this simple ceremony carries a profound message. Peace in the world begins with the peace in the human mind. So my teacher, Venerable Master Xing often taught the spirits of harmony and coexistence. He reminded us that despite our different backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs, humanity shares one interconnected future. Today, people from many Buddhist traditions and many culture communities are standing together here on the Parliament Hill. And this reflects the beautiful spirits of Canada, a country built upon diversity, mutual respect, and peaceful coexistence. So may this bathing of the Buddha ceremony inspire all of us to cultivate compassion in our daily life, wisdom in our actions, and harmony in our communities. And may peace begin from within each of us and then extend to our families, our society, and ultimately our world. So thank you, and may everyone enjoy a meaningful and peaceful celebrations today. Thank you.
A historic convergence, the natural culmination of years of quiet, persistent cultural practice across the country, now finding a shared voice in our nation's capital. For decades, Buddhist communities have been integral to Canadian public life through education, philanthropy, cultural engagement, and community service. Established milestones such as the BC Buddhist Festival and the Greater Toronto Area's annual Vesak Festival stand as evidence of our mature foundation in cross-community collaboration. These efforts, though humble and understated, provide a steady and meaningful presence in everyday life. We reaffirm that this initiative is a call for cultural recognition, not religious privilege. The principles of mindfulness, compassion, and harmony inherent in Buddhist culture align seamlessly with Canada's commitment to multiculturalism, contributing a vital positive influence to our collective well-being. In an era defined by rapid change and uncertainty, the societal need for inner balance, understanding, and stability has never been more apparent. The values carried by Buddhist culture transcend individual practice. They offer a gentle, enduring support for public life itself. We remain committed to engaging in public dialogue with reason, inclusivity, and a constructive spirit. By working alongside all sectors of society, we seek to ensure that this cultural heritage is more deeply understood and represented across the Canadian landscape.
What a beautiful day in our nation's capital. Very sunny, balmy weather, not like day before yesterday in Toronto, Mississauga. We were expecting thousands of people for our Vesak festival, but it was pouring down. But despite the heavy rain, we continued to have our 14th annual Vesak festival. And today is such a great and historical day for the entire Buddhist community of Canada. Dear friends, Buddha in the 6th century BCE, 2600 years ago, maybe never imagined his dharma would be traveling to the west, especially to Canada, and his disciples, all the monks and nuns, will be gathering right here in front of the Canada's capital and praying and giving the blessings to all the parliamentarians. As the co-chair of this national gathering of the Buddhist community, I feel extremely happy for the fact that Venerable Sindok Rinpoche approached us for this purpose. We had a lot of discussions about this program, and we had the privilege of getting the blessings from our Chief Abbot, the Most Venerable Kulugamana Dhammavasa Nayaka Mahathera of the Western Buddhist Temple and Meditation Center Mississauga, and of course he gave us his blessings. We spoke to the Venerable Dai, the Chief Abbot of Chamshan Temple. He gave our blessings, and we spoke to Most Venerable Chofan, and he also gave us our blessings. So dear friends, today is such a great and historical day. Thank you all for coming to this event. I wish you all the best. May Buddha Sasana prevail in the world for peace. Thank you so much.
For peace is not just a walk, but walk to remind us how to be mindful, how to create peace for ourselves. We've been talking a lot in our daily activities. We are not mindful with our thoughts. We are not mindful with our words and actions. And today, in celebrating the Vesak month of our Lord Buddha, I respectfully invite all of you to be mindful, to bring peace and merit home instead of nothing. Regardless of how much we have done today from the morning until now, but if we still not mindful enough, we still not mindful with our thought, our action, and our words, we still not going to bring anything home but sadness, but anger. So I respectfully invite all of you to be mindful when we walk. No talk and no phone. That's hard for you, huh? So no talk while we're walking, and please don't push each other. Be mindful. Thank you so much, everyone.
Dear friends, we are truly grateful to the Most Venerable Panyakara Bhikkhu for coming to this historic day all the way from Texas. As you all know, Venerable Panyakara Bhikkhu made history, made a huge awareness of Buddhism, not only in the United States, not only in Canada, but entire Western world and entire world. And we Buddhist monks and of the all traditions, and of course lay people, not just the Buddhist people, and even non-Buddhists, our Christian friends, our Hindu friends, our Muslim friends, our Sikh friends, and the people from all walks of life truly got moved by his peace walk. So as monks, being a young monk among us, making that huge awareness is significant, and we Canadian Buddhist monks and nuns, Canadian Buddhist communities are truly proud of you. Thank you very much, Panyakara Bhikkhu, for coming here.
Welcome to Parliament Hill. Please look toward our Parliament building. We are witnessing a truly historic milestone for Canada, emerging from the heart of our nation's Parliament. Thank you all to our distinguished dignitaries for your words of support. We now proceed to the reading of the joint statement, a collective voice for harmony, diversity, and peace across Canada. I invite our 6 lead organizing representative and our special guest, Monastic, to step forward. Committee members on stage and the assembly below, please read along with me, phrase by phrase. Please welcome Venerable Songdok Rinpoche, Venerable Dr. Bhante Saranapala, Venerable Dai Shi, Venerable Zhui Hanshi, Representative of the Buddhist Congress of Canada, Representative of Pha Hua Monastery, and our guest representative, Venerable Bhikkhu Panyakara. Let us begin. Organizations across Canada's provinces and traditions have gathered on Parliament Hill to voice their collective support for the establishment of a Canadian Buddhist Heritage Month. 4 leaders on stage will follow directly in succession. Moving single file into the procession will be Chairperson Venerable Songdok Rinpoche, Co-Chair Venerable Dr. Bhante Saranapala, Co-Chair Venerable Dai Shi, Co-Chair Venerable Zhui Hanshi, Venerable Jinanda Tero Nogi Galayaye, and Venerable Nonminan. We now respectfully invite all participating monastics